Good morning, traders. Are you guys like me? I'm feeling a little Menzel-ish. Let's go. Let's get that money.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas law, that phrase.
Kiana.
Fisher.
Joy.
Joe. Cards drawn are the past, ones to come are future.
And the best part, it's beatable.
All right, traders, let's go ahead. Let's dive on in here. Let's bring on Lord Ryan here with me, starting on up. He'll be here for a little bit as we trade into the open. So I'm excited at least to have my man here to talk about some stocks, some cheaper plays. I know the chat's excited to see my man here. So definitely, how we doing out there? Shout out to a lot of the loyal viewers out there. Jessica, Cindy, Bourne, Chantrell in the chat, Aaron, Jonathan. It's good to see you guys. Shannon, Miss Whitehorse, Beach Bum trading from the beach. Got to enjoy the life. We got a worldwide, I would say, audience out here. So definitely, if you're new to the show, say hello to the community. You'll see that there's a lot of active members in this chat. That's what it's all about. And we'll appreciate you guys if you guys get us started with a thumbs on up. Trying to hit a new record today. So if we can start the show before 9:30 with 200 likes, that's going to make me happy. That's the goal I'm setting. I'll bring you guys the gold. You guys hit me the thumbs on up. Let's dive into the market, see what charts are out there moving. Of course, there's a lot of action lately. We had earnings overnight from IBM, Johnson & Johnson, Hasbro. We can get into those earnings. Buffett buying some more Oxy, Cinemark upgrade. AMC has been strong, but my man Lord Ryan has some other plays for us. What do you got?
Yeah, so I do have a couple of things. That was actually a really nice hint there to get me to remember to share my screen because I keep forgetting.
You like
so
that, right? I tried to do
I
a
do.
little,
It was
getting
very
better,
smooth.
getting better.
It was smooth. It was, you just blended it in. If I didn't call it out right now, no one would have known. So that was
my
well
man's
done.
motto, 2% better every
That's right.
day. Let's go.
That's right. All right. We're going to go through a couple of stocks here from the movers list, as well as a couple of potential opportunities that set up yesterday. So first of all, here's Saidu. This is one that we've traded in the past. In fact, I've added no new lines today. All of these lines that I put in here were from the last time that we traded this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to look at a 15-minute chart and see if there's any type of area that we can add to this chart. So sure enough, we got one right in here. We've seen this stock run before. We've seen this stock make some pretty wild moves. So I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens again today. We're up on 2.3 million shares in the pre-market. The stock on average trades 5.8 million shares over the course of a day. So it's definitely getting some interest here today. One more thing I'm going to mark off is the current top that we have at 383. So we'll see if Saidu gives us some more opportunities today. I actually didn't have any chance. Here we go. So here's the PR. Expands relationship and increases deliverables to Teledyne Technologies. That might as well be Cyberdyne Technologies from the Terminator universe. I have no idea what that means, but clearly it's causing Saidu to move here today. So we're going to watch that. We're going to see how the stock actually performs when the market opens. CYTO, this is a sub-dollar stock. I'm going to skip it. Same thing with XELA. Last time we talked about this, I think it was at 11 cents. It's currently at 17 cents. So if these are the stocks that you want to play for those types of gains because you can load up on shares, more power to you. Hasn't really worked for me, so I'm not going to try to call something out for me that doesn't end up working. APLS, I believe that this was a takeover issue, so there's really nothing that we are going to be able to do here. APLD. This looks like this was carving out a nice range here this morning. So far, we're looking at about 30 cents from where we're at right now. We'll see if this can actually get going. It does seem like it's bleeding back a little bit here. volume is not as high as it was yesterday. So really going to need that volume in order for this to actually set up here and work. Let me go ahead and turn off the Slack notifications. Next here, not a whole lot on here. Next here is STIM. So this one actually is probably one of the better ones in terms of the actual setup and the range. Got a really, really good range here. Low fours to high fours, 5, definitely going to prove to be some resistance if we do get up there. I'd love to see this kind of take out this 447, 450 level. I'd like to see some volume flow in here. We'll see. Now, if it sells off, that doesn't mean that we're done here, right? If it sells off to about 420 and finds some footing, we might be able to trade it there, and that would actually give us a little bit bigger of a range. So we'll see if that's how it sets up. USEA, another one here that popped this morning, bled it back. This is kind of going back and forth, but we've got some pretty good volume here. I would imagine that some of these levels are at minimum tested. Maybe we don't break this 323 level, but on a cross through $3 here, perhaps we spin up and take out some of these key levels that we have here. One more that is worth mentioning, because this has actually been on the scanner fairly recently, is AVDL. Now, there's not a whole lot of volume yet, and it is popped up here. It could easily retrace this entire move, but we've seen this recently. This is a ticker that just kind of stands out to me, so I want to keep at least one eye on it and see if it starts to go. Now, as far as tickers from yesterday, there were a couple that I wanted to take a look at here. First one's going to be iLag. This is the gamer's nightmare. Nobody wants to lag. This thing pretty much bled everything back. It did try to bounce in the after-hour session yesterday. Really just ran into resistance right at 335, bled everything back. So I think that this one's probably done. Maybe it kicks up. I don't have very high hopes at all for this. SKYX was another one that I was looking at yesterday. This one actually held up here and has a great week-long chart here. So this goes all the way back to July 11th. So that's 8 days. Really, the key here for a potential day trade, at least for my setup, is going to be volume. And it's pretty pitiful, at least so far in the pre-market. So I actually want to see this volume build and then expand throughout the course of the day. Obviously, would like to take the high area out here at about 340. That would be really great. That's still 52 cents away from where we're at right now. So quite the ability to get a trade here if we do end up getting that volume. If we don't get the volume here, I'm just going to ignore it. This is a stock that I feel like I could get trapped in if I try to front run or if I try my entry too early. So again, volume is really going to be the tell here on this one. QD, this is another Chinese name. We talk about these. This one bled almost all of its gains back. It seems a little weak in the pre-market. I had this on my list from yesterday. This too needs volume. I'll be honest with you, I'm probably just going to skip this. Unless the entire rest of the market is really, really slow and we're really hurting for plays, I'm probably just going to avoid this anyway. I suspect that even if we do get a pop here, it's going to quickly be followed by a drop, but we'll see. Next one here, this has been a really good stock to me. This is Box D. We've talked about this quite a bit. This has been up on the scanner on multiple days. We actually have a really, really clean high here of 228. This is definitely going to be your spot. We take out 228. I think we go higher. I wouldn't be surprised if the stock pulls. If you look at some of the other moves here, it really likes to pull. And in fact, even out of the open, it likes to pull and find footing. So we're gonna watch Box D. This is going to be one of my bigger targets today. It's worked for me in the past. Just keep going at it until it works or until it stops working. Last here, just an honorable mention. I probably won't trade this. Another Chinese name. This is Ding Dong. Make all the jokes that you want. This had kind of a wild day yesterday. We'll see if it gets to have that wild day today. We're going to need to see at least one volume stick, preferably more like these, like we saw yesterday, in order for this to really get rolling. But that's all I got. It does seem like kind of a slow day today. I'd like to see what the market does overall. There wasn't a whole lot of news. Remember, yesterday we gapped up. The first print out of the open was up, and then we just bled everything back the whole rest of the day. So I want to see how the market actually rebounds from that.
All right. So I took a shot on some swings. If you guys remember yesterday, I did get stopped out in BTU. I mentioned that on Stock Market Movers, but I took a swing in Tilray and MSOS. Why? because I kept hearing news about potentially the Cannabis Administration Opportunities Act being announced, brought to the floor, pushed along with the Senate. So there's just talks right now. It's just a rumor. So I'm taking a shot on a rumor. Of course, this is not big sizing here. It's kind of more about just something that if we get a huge move, yeah, I'll take the big gain. If I do get stopped out, I'm okay with the loss, because the downside risk for me is a move down towards, let's say, 325. So would I lose 25 cents here? But I think if for some reason this would actually go through, this would have potentially remove cannabis from, of course, the Controlled Substance Act, and that would be massive. That would just change the whole game in cannabis and over pretty much an overnight headline.
That's the big headline for me, Mitch. That's the thing that changed, like a seismic shift in the entire sector. That's
super
one of the
seismic.
things I'm waiting for.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and maybe I'm just a little hopeful here, and you guys can maybe blame me for being a little hopeful. But hey, I took a shot in that. I did have MSOS. I have that at 1162. I have Tilray at 350. Once again, these are small position swing trade. Why do I go for MSOS? Because that's U.S. cannabis, right? That's going to have a collection of those U.S. cannabis stocks. And that's what I want to have access to, like Curaleaf, access to other name players here. And so that's why I'm looking at MSOS. And we'll see what happens today. If there's any mentions, I'll go ahead and I'll get to those stocks. But I just want to let you guys know, hey, sometimes we take some shots. This is my shot taken. All right, let's go towards some other stocks. Yesterday, we did see that huge drop in Apple. So we need to see today if we recover 150. We can recover 150. Boom, it could be right back up, right? And I mean, the Qs really got hit hard yesterday on that Apple news that just brought us down really quickly. They went down towards the 288s there. We're already back there towards 292. But my thing is we've already bounced a significant amount. What's not to say that we don't just come right back to those lows and just hang out around the 290s today? It could easily happen. Tesla is going to be definitely on watch. It came down big yesterday after looking like it wanted to get through the 750 area. It needs to try to get above the 750 area to really start looking bullish and get out of the bearish trend. If it flips down to 700 today, and then we get the earnings report that comes out on Thursday, well, just be careful out there. Wednesday is Tesla. Hold on. Wednesday. Yeah, let me just confirm.
Yeah, I think it's Wednesday after hours.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Yep,
Wednesday after hours. So after the bell, that's what I'm going to be watching. I want to see what happens here in Tesla to see if it can be able to hold its gains or not. It's going to be something to definitely kind of watch going into the report. You also are going to be at Netflix. I tried to run yesterday into the move and then got hit hard on that downside action. So I'm going to look to see if we can get a push today. Do we get a push through 200? That would be the push to kind of watch to. Yesterday, we got a high of 199.67. That's why I'm looking for a push back up there. Of course, that's if the market is up today. I'll be looking for Netflix on the upside. If not, it could flip back right back towards the downside. Of course, IBM came out with what? A beat and a beat, but they cut their free cash flow and boom, gets hit hard there on the downside off of earnings. Johnson & Johnson looking interesting this morning, but not something that I'm going to be too eager to trade. I will be able to look at the biotechs, though, like Moderna, sidestepping here, getting a nice little push right out the gates, but then it came back down to support. Daily support right underneath it around the 160s, if not next layer down there towards 155. We're going to look for it to hold 160 today, try to make its way back towards 170. I'd rather watch a name like this than Johnson & Johnson, but if you wanted to, you could also watch Pfizer. Pfizer coming on back here. We'll see if it can get on through, get back towards the 52s. That's what I'll be watching there in Pfizer and some of these biotechs. We can look around to see what other names are kind of coming on up. You did get Hasbro earnings. We'll see what happens there. Snap is really on my radar too. I think this is going to really crush stocks like Pinterest and Meta, and also Google would actually move off of that. So we'll see what happens there. Amazon on my radar too. what happens with Amazon here, it looks like it wants to be bullish. But if it just takes out there and comes down towards the 110s, that's when it's going to start flipping, and the bears might come and try to take this down through that 100 level. It's held 105s repeatedly. Let's see what happens at Amazon. Do we get a push back up, or do we get a breakdown today? What do we got? 6 minutes before the bell. Let's take some stocks from the chat. If you guys got a favorite ticker or something that's on your watch list today,
let's start with Veru, because that's popping here right ahead of the open.
Boom. Let's go to that one. I'll get your chart up, my friend. You can take a look at that one.
So this is a big one where I'm still long. By the way, last week, I think it was on Friday, I sold half my call position at 100%. So the rest of it is just riding for profit. I could go to zero and I still wouldn't lose money. So pretty good risk management. I'm happy with how I played that. However, I would be lying if I said I didn't want this to go higher. So really what I'm looking for here are 20s. This is a really strong daily chart. This for sure looks like this wants to break out and take out this high of 1776. That's a nice little interesting number there. But anyway, this definitely looks higher to me. I know yesterday we had kind of a pullback day. Looked like we pulled back a little bit here in the pre-market, but it is definitely moving up here again today. So I'd like to see a breakout. Looks like the first place that we really need to break out is 1750. We're just about 75 cents away from that. So I'm hoping that we end up getting some volume here and we end up pushing out of this formation. Clearing out this formation, which goes all the way back to April, is going to be really, really bullish. I think if this formation gets cleared out, next stop is probably 24. Mitch, what do you see there?
Nice inside day yesterday. So look for that body close there on Veru to get taken out. So, right, you get that inside day yesterday. Look for this day, the Friday day, right? The body closed up there on the top there towards 723. So that's going to be the nice breakout level through the 17s, getting through the 1723 level if you're looking for that upside action. I did like how it held on pullbacks closer towards the resistance here, right? And so a lot of times you're looking for what they call the throwback, right? Throwback levels are usually going to come where the resistance is, and it holds that pullback, right? And so this is not called a pullback buy. It's called a throwback, if you want to call it in technical terms. I know a lot of people use pullbacks. Pullbacks are essentially a breakdown on the bottom of the chart coming back. So kind of this short outlook. Throwbacks are when you're breaking on the upside here and you're throwing it back, and then it keeps going towards the trend. So I'd be looking for that push through 17 here. Take a look at the 15-minute. What do you have? You got an up one, down one, up two, down two, up three, down three. And so in my eyes, it shouldn't break the 16 anymore. It should just come get off these levels. So you could see a dip below 1650, get quickly bought up through the 1675s, going towards that 17. I'd be watching for quick moves right off the gates. But if for some reason it does get through the 16 on the downside today, that's where I would stop watching it, because you're going to get back into the trend line daily level where you start getting into this 1550s area. And I wouldn't want to be playing it down there. I want to play it towards the upside through that 17. We'll see what happens there on Veru. All right, a lot of stocks in the chat. I want to try to flow through these really quickly here before the bell. NIO here, I'm going to be looking, at least in my eyes, this looks like a stock that is trying to come back towards 22, but could easily fail here at 20s and then just come right back down after this big gain here. Watch the other automakers to see what happens today. Continuing going, what's the other one? Lucid, same thing. You got to watch how Tesla keeps performing, and Tesla kind of can hold here, give some good numbers. Maybe you see Lucid back up. Lucid keeps trying to hold above the 2026, keeps failing above that. Today we're at 2043. See what happens today. Do you close above that towards 21? That could get us out of the bearish trend. We'll see what happens there on Lucid. XELA. XELA is a software application name, really, really cheap. So not really something that we would be trading. It's kind of even liquid here in my eyes. Daily volume. Oh, no, it traded 100 million. I thought that said 100K. All right, so at least it traded good volumes, but definitely a suit. I would like to see the float on this stock because it has a lot of volume trading. But resistance is up there towards 20 cents. So you got about 3 cents away from there. Not something that I'd be trading. 440
million on your float.
Okay. So if you're trading like you did on the day prior where you had 825 million, you're flipping the float twice. look to at least flip the float once. I would be looking for it if it wants to continue pushing. But like always, these are really cheap plays. You never know what's going on there, Richard. You got to be careful in stocks like this. If you don't have full depth vision or maybe access to some dark pulling, I would be careful with a name like this. But at least you know your downside risk is 17 cents, right? Zero.
And this stock was 9 cents 3 days ago.
And so it's already gone up 100% there. So just be careful out there, team. FTNT, about a minute left here, or 2 minutes left. I'm going to try to push. FTNT Fortinet, actually decent chart there. Decent chart on the weeklies, keeps holding the support, right? And so you can see around here, you've cracked below that before, but you held it and reversed back up. You had this strong candle, nice kind of inside day. Look for it to hold 57.25s, get through that 62 level on the upside. This is actually one that's holding on pretty decently. It has bigger range on the weeklies, but if it can get back up through the 60s, get into the 65s, it's going to look interesting. One that's holding relatively well in the software names. Honest Company, not much there. I could give you resistance right above it around 357. Maybe you get a move back to 4. I don't know if there's any news on this, but not anything that I'm going to be looking at. And before the bell to give you guys some kind of reward, I thought, what other reward could I give you guys, chat? So please smash the thumbs on up. You guys know my goal was to the bell here, 300 or 200 likes. Let's see if we can get it with none other than my man Zunaid joining us here.
What's going on? Little
ding,
buzzer
ding,
beater.
ding. Let's
little
go.
Buzzer beater. And I'm looking at Nvidia over. Oh, never mind. It already went. I didn't even get the trade. I was going to say
Low,
over
buzzer beater,
165.
low,
I
low.
was going to say 165, but there it
I
goes,
like that
popping
one.
above.
Buzzer beater.
Oh, man. I thought we could get it, Ryan. I thought we could get it.
Oh, you're going to get it.
Almost,
And I have
almost,
no
my friend.
doubt in your ability. You are going to get it, my
Well,
friend.
I'll tell you what. Here, I'm going to try some. I just actually got filled at 165.02. My stop loss is going to be below 164.50s. I'm going to look to sell some here at 164.39s if we can get it.
Healthcare getting a lift today. Consumer cyclicals right out the gates here. And technology behind that. What's on the downside? Utilities and basic materials. Energy slightly up here after a pullback day yesterday because of the overall market. Keep your eyes on those.
Should have laid in bet. I'm out. Should have laid in
Leisure
bet.
doing well. GME, I'm going to be watch. AMC, we'll see what happens there. AMC just rocketed through the 1750s. Look at CNK. That's the one I'm going to watch to try to play the sympathy here. Willing to take a shot here. Just took a little bit of there at the 1790s level. Let's see if this can get through the 18s. Looking for some pullback action to add on this, but I do see AMC rocketing right out the gates. CNK did get a analyst upgrade, so taking my shot here. We'll see what happens there if we can get through the 18 level.
I'm going to get back in here on Nvidia. I got filled at 165.50. My stop loss will be below low of day, which is 164. I believe there's some type of vote going on in the chips, so I'm going to keep an eye on this one, see if it works out. Clearly no, though. Should have just stayed on that prep call, apparently. Good God, I'm out. That's 0 for 2 real quick. That's a
long stim here, 450 as it pushes up. Let's go.
STEN?
STIM.
All right, looking for CNK to take out the 18s here. Get a nice little scalp right out the gates. GME strong here, also out the gates. Keeping a close eye on AMC and GME here. There's a pullback there in CNK.
Oh my God, Stim. Tough trading. Took the L, folks. Took the L.
Hey, welcome to the club. It's not the club you want to be a part of, but welcome to the club.
Yeah, no, I just tried to trade a little too early off the open. That's all it is.
Hey, it happens, man.
Yeah, it's the quickest I've lost 2 trades in my life. Good God.
Yeah, same.
Let's see what else we got here.
I lag not going today, Frank. I lag
Add there on CNK.
rough
CNK
there.
is what you're looking at.
Yeah.
CNK.
Added there on the
Yeah.
VWAP.
Add it up for you.
Looking for it to take out the 18s now. There's 1780s. Averages are at 1778. Let's go 84s. Let's see if it takes out the 18s here. AMC pulling on VWAP. I want to see it come right back up here. Don't want to see it just fail here.
I'm curious. The SPY currently is trying to test the 386.50. Oh, Daytrade, come on now. I'm curious if it tries to break it or if we're just going to reject off of it. Jumped off of the, what do you call it? The VWAP at the moment. Come on.
Come on. There's a wall there at 1779. Let's see if we blow through it there on New York Stock Exchange. He's playing with the order. He took it off there. Let's see if we can get it through the 1780s and then breaking out through the 18s.
Oh my God. Stim tried to go through 450 again, by the way. Not in it this time.
Trying to wait and see if SPY is going to go over. I'm going to go ahead and take a little put, actually. Just a few of them. I got the 162.50 puts, and that is not what I meant to get. Whoops. I meant to go SPY. I meant to go SPY.
Watching Box D again here for a high at daybreak. Riot and Mara getting some action, which is interesting. Bitcoin is up and firm so far, so we'll see if that continues. Here goes Box D to 234. This is a decent spot here at 234 at Box D. They took it. Oh, wow. Box D might be going here. Let's go.
All right, slight move back up here. Let's see if it could take out the 18s on the upside move here for CNK. It's up there to the 86, got up there towards the 90 marker, 88. Let's see if we can get through that 1790s, get to the 18s. We'll take half of it off there and look for the continued breakout through the 18s. All right, let's take a look at the sectors out there. Energy is leading us today. Industrials behind that, financial services behind that. There's really nothing down from the open here. Technology, communication services, and utilities, kind of the weaker ones, but a big push up there in energy.
I took Box D off here real quick. Doesn't seem like it's pushing above 235. 234, excuse me. 234. I'm going to watch the scanner here. See Clovis popping here on the scanner. Clovis getting mentioned in the chat as well. Is it dumb that every time someone mentions iLag, I want to tell them to refresh their browser? No, I was thinking about telling them to reset their router, so we're in the same boat there. Worst ticker ever for anyone that games.
Oh, man. Dude, yesterday was leg day, and I am feeling it today. Oh, Lord. Oh.
That means you don't do leg day enough, Zunaid?
Oh, no, hell no, I don't. Oh, my God. Ow.
at least you know. Let's go.
Oh, my God. My growing.
Wow. That's not what I thought was going to happen today.
It's the, I don't know what the body part's called. I'm not going to go there, but
I think it's called, didn't you just say groin?
Yeah. But like, there's like everything else that hurts too. Ow. I can't even properly sit straight.
X-Pony's loving it right now. Absolutely loving it.
All right. SPY, I mean, just kind of dancing around this first 10-minute candle between the range of 386.40 and 385.60. So an 80-cent range on the SPY thus far. I want to go short, but I'm already 0 for 2. Put some icy on it.
I was able to get a Box D scalp here, but it was so minuscule, I don't even want to consider it a win.
All right,
FFIE
now that
looking strong. That's
the risk reward lines up, so I'm going to go ahead and take a put here on the SPY. The 386 puts, I got filled at 224. If it goes ahead and breaks the 386.60, I'll be out. So I am expecting to lose simply because of the risk reward, though, is why I've taken this trade here. Oh, my God. Ow.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Was just dealing with lovely work life. Let's get through the 1797 here, almost to the 18.
Again, my fill on those puts. The 386 puts is 224. Looking to get out for a loss if it passes 386.60s.
Should have sold some there in the 90s.
I've already got it. I've got an order out to sell some at 280, 230, 238. Good God. And then I'm going to have some more to sell at around 259.
Still watching box D here.
All right, 238 sells, done, half out on the SPY puts. There we go, baby. Come down. Come on down. Looking for 259 on the remaining. Maybe I'll change it to 245. Let's change it to 244 since I've had an ugly day to start. 244, looking to get out the rest. Bid currently, the ask is at 242. Come on. Come on, somebody pay 5 more cents.
Box D took out 235. There goes box D. It's just out of it a little early there. Here we go. Here we go.
Mitch, who you cursing out, buddy?
Just dealing with the work life, man. Just dealing with the work life.
Mitch, hopefully you don't go too far. Hopefully you can still hear me and you're not going too far because I need to jet.
I'm good. I'm good till 10. And then I got another prep call. Prep call.
Yeah, I'm just back here in the back, so I just put myself down so you
Punching
hear
the damn keys.
Slamming keys. The cat emoji or the cat meme.
All right, guys, I am going to bounce. I will be back as soon as I can, hopefully before the end. Trade them well. Box D looking good here. We might have a new high at daybreak. And also, real quick before I head off here, what was that last? FFIE. FFIE looking good. Let's see if STIM can hold this 425. If it can hold this and move back towards the highs, you might also have a trade in STIM. So I will be right back. I hope to see all of you real soon.
Sweet. See you, Ryan. Appreciate that. I am still in SPY. I've still got about a fourth of my position here on SPY. Looking to get out at 245 and 245. I am out, and I've only got about 2 contracts left. I'm going to look to get, so the reason I went ahead and scaled out here is because here's VWAP in case it wants to bounce. Now the rest, I'm going to look to get out if it can test at 385. So I've got only a couple of contracts that I'm looking to kind of hit it big with. If it does go back and want to test, I'm actually going to put an order in to buy some at 222. But if it wants to come back and test this 385 area or go down there, that's where I'm going to sell the couple that I do have left. But majority of them I'm out. I've locked in gains. I'm sitting pretty now. Stretch. Yeah. So I need to stretch after I do any type of exercise, especially leg day. But then you know how some people are like, oh, if you stretch, it's not, I don't know, dude, whatever. But anyway, where's my charts? There we go. Okay. I lost him for a second. Do I know about boot camp tomorrow? Yes, I do. I can tell you in a second here, Mitch. Give me a sec.
Yeah,
like how you're reading it.
I was just checking. Yeah, I was checking there. I'm dealing with some other
boot camp
issues
is actually till 410. Yes, boot camp is till 410.
Well, wrong on the calendar. That's why.
We go.
No worries.
Yeah, we go from 9 to 11, I believe, like normal or something like that.
All right.
And then AB and I take care of boot camp from there on out.
All right, sounds good to me here. Looking to see the CNK kind of push through here. Been in this trade now for about 10, 15 minutes here, right out the gates. So let's see if this can really take off here. What I'm actually going to do, guys, is since I've been in it for so long, I'm going to look for the breakout through 18, and I'm willing to add there if it goes through there. And I'm going to take a really scout approach there through that level. We'll see if we can get through there and get another buy there and just keep flowing through here.
All right, there you go. Now you've got the 250s. You're about to hit 260s on the contracts itself. Looking good so far. You see it go ahead and test the 385.50s. And now, again, the ultimate target of, yes, you killed it, is more so around 385.20s. We're still 50 cents away from that. But if you are in this trade, make sure you scale out because you are up about 20, 30 cents on these contracts. Excuse me, you're up about 30 cents on these contracts now, as you've got 258 on the ask. Box D coming down to test VWAP. What happened to our friend Nvidia? Ooh, Nvidia, you just went to the downside.
All right, higher lows, trend continuing in CNK. Now the rule of 3 coming into play. I see 3 highs there. Could come back to support there. Would want it to hold the support around 1772 no matter what now and get through that 18. Going to give it a shot. Let's see what happens on the plan.
Let me pull up. Fuck. God damn.
Let me pull up the fuck.
My shit's hurting me right now.
Them legs hurting, boy.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's just my growing and then my glutes.
Oh, I'll tell you right now, the groin is the one thing that you gotta build up the strength kind of slowly because you hurt the groin. I'll tell you right now, man. I've had a groin injury in baseball before. You don't want that.
It ain't there.
All right, here's the volume coming in here, trying to get it through the 18. Let's see what happens here on CNK. I'll show you guys that chart right here. There's 1796. Boom, right through that 18, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to go ahead and cover half here into the momentum above 18s here. Taking half of it off there at 1804 is going to let this continue to push here and see if we can get a nice gain in CNK today. Cinemark.
You've got Intel to the upside. Let's see what SPY is doing. Oh, boy, that messy chart. Let's kind of clean it up a little bit later on. SPY still trying to flirt with it. Hasn't quite hit our levels here. But, ooh, there's Apple. I'm going to try to take Apple a little bit around 1107. Around 1108 or 147.08. I just got filled. My stop loss will be the crack of 147, maybe like 146.94. I'll be out. I'm just looking to take a balance from the previous close. I'll look to sell some around 24. So 147.24, I'm looking to get out. And my stop loss is going to be 146.94 crack. So I'm ready, hand on the trigger.
All right, looking for a CNK to break through 18s once more. It pulled back off of that break. We'll see what happens.
Out of Apple. SPY coming down, out of Apple.
Q's coming down also.
Yep, Q's are coming down. And of course, Apple decides to bounce after I go ahead and get out, but that's okay.
Tesla breaking down fast there, guys. I think Tesla's leading us down right now. I'm going to take a look at some other components, but yeah, Tesla and Apple are weak right now. Tesla, I think, is a little bit weaker. You could see Tesla, Apple didn't even give one shot towards that 150 today. So that shows me right there that that breakdown yesterday was massive.
If you're a fan of Oxy, you've got Oxy currently trading around VWAP.
Yeah, oil's been one to kind of watch. Energy's leading us right now. XOM, Oxy. Warren Buffett did take some more shares of Oxy. Just keeping that in mind.
Since I have 2 contracts on this SPY put, I'm gonna go to sell another one here. Got filled at 270 on the way out. I've got 1 contract left, and for that one, I'm gonna see if we can get if we can get a 385 test. 385.20 is what I'm gonna look for. But this has been the only winner I've had. I've had 3 L's. It's the only winner, but this winner has been good enough to take care of all the other losses. I mean, on the Apple trade just now, I lost 17 cents. Can't complain.
Looking for the breakout above 18s. If it doesn't hold this push now, we're going to go ahead and just cover here on CNK because we could see it just drop the bullish pattern here on the 15-minute trend here. It's had about 15 minutes to break out. It attempted to break out there, pulled back to the 9 EMA. We're looking for that to hold, not even get through the VWAP there, get back on up through 18s. All right, let's get some music going here. Dun, dun.
Apple coming back up, possibly. If Apple can try to test, let's see. Let's see. SPY coming up a little bit. Tell you what, Apple. I'm gonna take just a couple of contracts because the risk reward isn't that great. I went ahead and got filled at the 147 Apple puts expiring this week. I don't want it to crack above 148. If it does, and I'm wrong, I'll probably lose 30% of this contract. But my fill price is 193 on the 147 puts on Apple as it comes back. I want it to stay below VWAP, but ultimately I want it to not cross the 148 level. I think about to play some Fireflies.
Got you, bro. Got a new favorite.
God damn. I need to get up a little bit. Hold on a second.
All right, let's go. CNK, let's see what you got. Go ahead, do some walking around, do some stretching, my friend. Little stretch action. All right, looking for that CNK push here. Let's go. Let's see if we can get it here. You guys see right here, 17, 18 is trying to get it through that level. Let's see if we can get that breakthrough here. Back on through the 18s, pushing on up, looking for around 1820s on the first profit there. And then going to look for that next level on up here. Next level on up can get us through up there towards almost 19 there. So we'll take some profit early, and then we'll leave a little bit of runner to see what happens there. Seller there on New York Stock Exchange at 18 here. So let's see if we can blow through that 100 that I saw on the level 2. Going towards the 1 here.
I know someone mentioned snow as I stretch. 140 is a level I'd look to buy snow. I'm going to go back to stretching, but 140.
You need some of that snow in those legs, boy.
It's terrible. I'll be back.
Oh, my man needs to do those hip circles. I was doing them yesterday, the hip circles. You need to look those up. Those stretch the groin and that area right there. Use some bands and make them dance. Let's go. Snap launches web version of its app. I don't think that's too bit of a positive there. Shows more worry for me on Snap. Can't get through this 18 here. We're fighting. I'm looking for the push through. Just not making it right now. There it is, 1801 showing up. Let's get this extension, CNK. Why am I watching CNK today, guys? Well, a lot of that based off of the upgrade that it got. Did get an upgrade out there by Morgan Stanley. So we'll see what happens on this one today.
Oh my God, I want to die.
Do those, what they call hip circles, my friend.
I'm like going through my schedule and seeing what meetings I can cancel.
It's that kind of day, my friend.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Battle on, man. Battle on.
Oh, I can't. I feel like an old man. All right, come on. There we go. Apple coming down a little bit.
All right, let's see what happens here.
147.08 is the first target here for Apple on these contracts. They're up a spanking 2%. What a trade. What a demon.
Gonna give this one more shot here. If not, gonna just cut it through the 1790s here. It will not hold above 18s. It kept being a repeat seller there in the 18s. So we could get a pushback to support here. Don't want to hold it all the way to support. Want to give it one more chance to get through the 18s. If not, I'm just going to get out there on CNK.
Does anyone use, I don't know the goddamn term it's called, but the, I almost said vibrator, but not that, but like the massage gun. There you go. That's what I meant to say. Does anyone use that in the chat? And do you guys like it? Because to me, it seems like a gimmick, but I don't really know.
No, it's just creating vibration. So it's really what it's trying to do is trying to loosen up your joints and ligaments, right? It's going to be able to move your muscles, but your bigger muscles aren't going to get really too much out of kind of vibration. It's going to be the kind of the lower twitch, the fast twitch muscles that get really kind of stimulus from that. You can also look into electronic stimulus to that muscle area for rehab, but it's whatever you want to do. The best thing you can do, the best thing you can do, man, is stretch like crazy, and stretching is really important to actually push yourself. Most people stretch to where it goes like, ow. No, you should be like more like, ow. Like it should be painful when you're stretching. And another thing I would recommend, Zunaid, is get a partner to stretch with you, because they're going to be able to push you to limits that you can keep your body straight and upright and push yourself to that limit. That's how I was able to finally eventually do 1 hour runs. I used to do like literally just running outside nonstop for an hour. The only way that happened was when I started really stretching.
All right. By the way, someone told me to look up Tim Tam in the chat. I looked it up on Amazon. Those are cookies. I'm sure there's a brand called
cookies,
that,
baby.
But I swear to God, it says Tim Tam cookies. Let's see.
Lisa Lee says the stretches work, man. It's just stretch. It's all about the stretch.
Ow. Okay, now I see it. Ow.
And then learn new stretches for your actual groin area and things like that. Like you got to learn how to do those hip circles. Those are really well. You can do like that cat pose. There's some yoga poses that you can do.
The gym that I go to has hot yoga, and I'm like, all right, sounds interesting.
Dude,
holy shit,
yoga by itself is tough, let alone hot yoga. I will tell you that. Yoga is super underrated for anybody that does heavy muscle. If you go into that, man, you'll wake up. You thought you were in shape until you go do some hard yoga, and you wake up real quick.
I'm gonna do this. Hang on a second. All right, I'm gonna deviate. Actually, I'll deviate after. I gotta go at 10 too. God damn it!
Hot yoga, baby, hot yoga.
What's my calls doing, or my puts doing rather? I haven't even looked at my position yet.
All right, I gotta get out of this C and K position. It's just sticking there. But the problem is, it's not breaking where the levels to get out of. So I'm just sideways on it, giving it the chance to make me the money. Let's go back towards the overall market. XOM back at VWAP, right? Q's coming back to VWAP, trying to hold the up move back. So you could see a little spike back in some of these tech names. I'd be watching like AMD and Nvidia. AMD just put in a nice candle there. So that's probably the stronger one leading. Nvidia's behind it right now, just getting to VWAP now. Apple's another one to kind of watch today. If we can get back up towards 150, you could get a nice little push.
All right, Apple, come on, God damn it. Apple coming right back up as it was down. I mean, it tested the levels that we wanted, right? The contracts, though, just didn't move in my favor. And there's Nvidia bouncing from the 161.50, trying to get above VWAP here with about 334 left to go in this 10-minute candle. Did SPY go above 386.50s? No, not yet. All right, I'm going to take a loss real quick here on Apple puts. I had gotten in at 193 and then some more at 178. I am out of everything at 167.
Rejected 18s again there. This is about the third rejection there of the 18s.
Hey,
last attempt here.
Do you want to share the gains with me, Kyler? Because I got a massage gun I need to buy. I'll send you my Zelle, buddy. Hey, great trade, man. I assume you went long Apple. But look, here's the thing, though. I met my target, right? Because it did come down and all the way test the previous close. Unfortunately, the contracts did not move in the position I thought they would. As Apple is looking to break the 148.
All right, guys, I'm going to take a really quick increase of risk here, but with a really tight stop. And so this is the important part. When you increase that risk right here, I wasn't even able to get it there. It spiked a little bit there.
Who's my
Got it right now. Got it there at 97s. So now my average is to the 83s. and I'm actually setting a stop here because I don't want to get hurt on any of these shares. But since I've been in it for so long, I'm willing to hold it here just a little bit to give it the room to run. So I have a stop placed at 17.85, 2 cents above my entry. I'm going to give it the chance to break back towards the 18. If it doesn't, it's okay. I'll just get out of the trade. But I did add here to give myself the benefit that if it does go through the 18, we're going to increase on the profit gain on the day.
So often we go ahead.
No, I think that's the important thing is if you're stuck in the trade and you've been there for so long and you can hold the risk and increase size, that's what I'm going to try to do there.
So often we talk about scaling out and the importance of it, and here's exactly why. These SPY puts that we had gotten filled at like, let me go down and search here. Where I get filled. What is it? 224s, I believe it was. We got filled at 224s, and then we sold some at 238s, 244s, 270s, and now those same exact contracts are worth $2, right? So this is exactly why you scale out, because nothing is going to go in one direction forever. You want to make sure you take your gains as you have them. And this is why you also want to follow your rules. The Apple contracts where I took an L, I sold them for 167. Now they're going for a 155. You've got Nvidia that's above VWAP. It's got me interested for sure. Let's take a look at Nvidia. You have my attention.
Looking to get in XOM here. Want a little bit of a pullback here towards the 8730s.
Does anyone know what time the Senate vote is? Because I'm here trying to scalp Nvidia, but I want to hold some possibly. But I don't know.
All right, just took there some 34s. Willing to add here on XOM towards the 23s there. Wasn't able to get the ad there. Still in here from, what do we got? 34s? Yeah, 34. Long on XOM.
Let's see if Nvidia has any options that I like.
There's the breakout in CNK. I just stopped watching it, and maybe that helped it. We'll see what happens. Hendricks is saying hello. Let's take a look at that CNK move. It just broke through the 18s. Wasn't able to hold that 18, so we need to see it hold the 18s right now. Got up there even towards a high there of 18.15. Let's see if it can get back through there. I'll take half off at 18.20s. The shares that we added, I'm going to take them off at 18.20s. Cancel out the stop here.
Oh, man.
Order out the cover there at 18.20s there. Seeing XOM also push up there towards the 87.50s. First profit's going to be into 87.75, and then I'll look for the 88 breakout. Apple did a nice little push there coming back to VWAP. If you're trying to take a look at that, put the SPY in the middle here.
Oh, Nvidia coming down, crossing below VWAP.
Hold on, I got a long thread that they have me that want me to read, so give me a second, guys. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to trade. Yeah, but it's tough. XOM already getting towards my profit. I can't even watch my trades today. There's just too much chat action in my Slack today. I'm going to cut half of it off here into the 75s. I just missed the 70s there. It's back at 60s here, 175. There's just a lot going on here. All right, there's the push there for CNK. Let's go. Let's get that through the 1820s. That's where we'll take a little bit more profit. That's just right up here. That's where I have the order out to take half of it off. Looking at XOM to get back there towards the 87, 75s. I got to the 72 mark. We'll take half of it off at the 75 mark. We'll see what happens here if we're able to get through there.
I'm going to go ahead and try Nvidia here. Nvidia 162.50 call. Did I get calls or puts? I meant to get calls. Hang on a second.
All right, just took out half of that XOM trade. Now looking for the high of the day, 88 breakout. Let's see if we get it.
I am so all over the place.
Looking to watch CNK, see if it can get through that 1820 mark. AMC is coming right back to VWAP. That's helping me out there. So I can see if AMC can continue to run here, maybe we'll get that CNK push through.
Oh, give me a second. I'm getting a phone call. Scam likely. I'll be right back.
Oh, it's one of those days, guys. It's one of those days.
All right, I'm back.
Some people liking the music, some people not. I mean, let us know, guys. You know, one of the things I'm trying to give some a little bit more up feeling from a man Zunaid, and for my people out there that want some higher hype than sleepy music. But I'm trying my best, trying to find something in the middle.
I'm in the 165 calls for Nvidia. I got filled at 353. So who was it? Kyler that likes to inverse me. There is your chance to go short. And I swear to God, if you want to make money on the short side, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, that CNK doesn't want to get up there towards the 1820s and rejecting the 18s here. Let's see what happens. Does it hold the 1799 or do we just start breaking down here? A lot of times we're not getting the continuations here. So it's okay if we just run maybe towards the profit a little bit early here. We'll see what happens.
God damn it, Kyler.
Yeah, not really holding well there. I just got out there, guys. Small gain there on CNK. Overall, it was a really good trade. It was a decent gain for our like trade overall. But I did add to the sizing there. We had a chance to get a really kind of home run swing there on CNK. It just didn't go through that 1820s. So I reject 18 again. And this is what I didn't want to take part of, this pullback right now. And so I didn't want to hold on to that pullback to get stopped out break even. Still took some profit there. Just took it off there at the 1796 there. Was a great trade. Just, hey, that's how it is in this market. Even if the patterns look good.
Stopped out on my Nvidia at $3. Kyler, are you in the chat, sir? Because you, my friend, are going to have a conversation with me. Ow. I don't know if he's in the chat, though. Maybe he left. Maybe he retired from inversing me and he left.
All right, let's keep going. Let's get some of those likes up. We got over 500 people. We're trading live for you guys. Hit the like. Let's keep going. Where else are you getting this for free on YouTube daily here? Let's go.
Kyler, did you go short Nvidia, buddy? Let me know.
Poof. The
It'd
Q's
make
cracked.
me happy if you made money.
Yeah, the Q's cracked that VWAP. I can't blame you if you were taking that outlook.
Oh, I see. Your legs don't work. Z might want to wait. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, dude. Getting off of that prep call and then coming right into trading while I have the leg issues, not the best thing. I'm down like 1,000. So I might just call it a day here, but.
Yeah, just when you call that person back on that prep call and you tell him, hey, he owes you 1,000.
Well, you'll see them on All Access. I can't say the company name, but.
Your legs don't work, man. You got to get your legs under you again.
I'm literally just massaging them right here. It looks like I'm going to be doing something else, but I promise I'm not. I'm just massaging my legs. That's all.
At least you got shorts on.
Oh, man. I might pull the trigger, though, on this massage gun. Maybe not today because I just lost $1,000, but, you know.
Oh, yeah, they're expensive. Tesla heading down there fast, guys. That's going to drag the market there. You can see the Qs getting dragged. Apple, is it below VWAP now? That's going to kind of show me there that it's not Apple leading the market today. It looks more like Tesla. Look how Apple's just sideways there, but look at Tesla. Boom, knocked to the downside. Look at the Qs now. Boom, getting knocked to the downside. SPY is actually kind of higher relative. It's above the VWAP than the Qs, right? And so I think the Qs are leading us to the downside. The Qs can break here. We might get the SPY to follow it. Apple kind of holding sideways here. We'll see what happens. Let's take a look at the overall sectors, what's moving on out there. Looks like we got industrials leading. That's an interesting move there. What is doing well there? Infrastructure, metal fabrication, farming and heavy construction, trucking, airlines having a decent day today. UAL having a decent day. Delta. I know that we get United earnings after the bell tomorrow, and then we get American Airlines. So just pay attention to these. We'll see what happens on these airlines. They're holding sideways right now. Q's looking like they want to crack down. We'll see what happens here. All right. There's that rejection on CNK. We would have got stopped out break even. So happy that I just took what I can get there. All right, Zunaid, before you have to hop out, I'm going to be right back. 2 seconds.
You're good. I got till 10:15. You're good.
Perfect.
I'm kind of stalking this Saidu play. Quietly stalking this Saidu play to see what it does in near VWAP. Solid bounce from the EMA, but now what are you going to do? You know? Come on, Saidu, to the upside. Apple moving up above VWAP now. Got about 4 seconds on this 10-minute candle. Apple, there you go. Come on down. Come on down. See, you can see that it's been higher highs for the past 3 10-minute candles that have already closed. Saidu to the downside. See, this is why I'm glad I didn't get in position. Because they would have just given me my 5th L, I think, on the day. I don't know. But let's go ahead and focus on the chat because clearly my trading is awful today. Awful. Awful, awful, awful. Zunaid, look up abductor form roller. I did the hip abductor, I think is what I did. Like my legs went like this, and then they went, I did the shebang. It didn't quite work out for me, as you can tell. That's what's kind of kicking my behind. Oh, and then I also cracked my screen, so now I need to go get an iPhone 13. Like, I am just... Yeah, the gym has that abductor roller that you're talking about there. Might be helpful. Someone's talking about... Here, let me actually... Give me a second. Oh, man. Wells Fargo? Boy, I don't really trade banks, but I'll look at it for you. Yeah, I mean, it's moving. It's holding this EMA here, which I believe is a 13. Closer to VWAP you get it, the better. SPY starting to consolidate above VWAP, which is a good thing if you're long. I think Kyler is still long the Qs, unless he sold out of them.
What's up, guys?
I know, Jesse.
TNK trying to come back after that stop out there. I'm trying to look to see if we're going to get some big buyer to step up, but rejecting the VWAP bounce there. Let's take a look at the SPY. What's going on with the SPY? SPY right at the top of the range. The Q's bounce there. Yeah, we got a little bit of a bounce there, right back above the VWAP. So just be careful. A lot of chop action today, guys. And I'm waiting for outside of the chop zone to kind of trade some more. I'm already doing really good with CNK today. XOM not doing too bad here. Looking to get the high of the day breakout here. Let's see if we can get it. I'll show you guys that chart right now. Let's see if we can get this through the 88s, and then I'll go ahead and take the profits off on XOM. Have a really good oil trade, really good trade on CNK. Let's go.
There's Apple to the upside. See, that's why I didn't want to go short. You've got higher highs the past 3 to 4 10-minute candles. And there's Nvidia trying to make a move above VWAP. Am I going to get suckered into it again? Ladies and gentlemen, I can safely say that I am. Ooh, I'm not buying that many shares. Nvidia is really forcing me to try to go in tilt mode here.
Voodoo knows how to do it, man. You're not doing it right, man.
What am I not doing right?
Voodoo knows. He says all you got to do, bro, is just put beer in your exercise machine. Keep it well stocked. You'll never point a growing muscle.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to try Nvidia here because whatever. I got to get a call in a few minutes anyway. I got filled at 163.56. I'm not going to lie, though.
Dog,
I'm in
dirty dog, you.
I am in tilt mode. I'm not going to lie. This is to
full tilt.
This is, well, I mean, if I just got so scared. If I bought too many shares, I almost did, then yes, I'd be in full tilt. But this is, let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens out there, guys.
Oh, my God. Come on.
All right, taking a look at what is doing well, what is doing bad right now. It looks like technology is actually on the bottom side. Industrials are leading. Energy is leading. Wasn't able to get through that 88 level there. Rejected the 87.90s area for XOM. I could have maybe taken the 90s. I was looking for the high of the day break there. We'll see what happens. Still holding on. The Qs, it's past the 10 o'clock time, right? Right from the 9:45 to the 10, we had to push back up. It rejected that level to continue breaking out here around the 293s. So that's going to be the level that I would watch. If we could get a hard close above, let's say, the 293.20 mark, I would think, okay, there you go. We can get a little bull side action there. But if it doesn't, well, then we're just rejecting and we're holding into a range right now. And until we break above or below the range, I'm going to be kind of patient here. We'll see what happens on these trades.
I'm back.
Look who's back. Look who's back. Sound the alarm. My man's back here.
10:15. I'm out for my prep call. See ya.
Let's go. Let's go. There you go. Zunaid out and
really?
Ryan back. Yeah. He was literally like ticking the time. 10:15. You got there right on the dot.
Oh, my heavens. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to leave you folks.
Oof, I just got washed there in XOM. It's trying to wash me out here. Let's see what happens here. Right back to my entry here. Willing to take some ad here, actually, and then just risk off of the 87.20s. That was a hard downturn there in oil. Not sure there's any.
Veru, damn.
Yeah, just going to hold right now towards the 87.20s. Let's see what happens here. There's a nice little recovery. All right, just added there at the 36, risking off the 87.20s here. Remember, we've already taken one profit in XOM. So if you guys remember, we took profit up there towards the 87.75. I just added it right back there. The shares that we got out here, I just added it right back at VWAP. Now let's go back to that 87.75 XOM.
Okay.
Oil, baby. That black gold.
EOSC, right to highs.
All right. I do want to go ahead and do an ask of our chat here. I want to let you guys know, does anyone in the chat have Cash App? Let me know. Press 1 in the chat. Want to know. I'm just doing a little research here first. Let me know if you guys have Cash App.
I thought Cash Apps were like a kind of app where you get to send money.
No, there's actually one called Cash App, and then there's Venmo, right? They're owned by different people.
Gotcha. I have Venmo. So if you're going to send me money, be sure to send it to Venmo, Mitch.
Hey, swag on. There you go. I'm seeing some ones rolling through there. A lot of people got the Cash App for us. All right. So one thing that I'm going to ask for you guys is we want to get Benzinga news in the Cash App. So I need you guys doing me a favor. Definitely. Let's go. Let's go. Sound that alarm for me. I'm rallying the troops here. I would like for you guys to go ahead and email licensing@Benzinga. So if you don't know how to spell that for our non-spelling bee kind of people, that I agree with you. Don't worry. It happens to me. I suck at spelling also. So licensing@Benzinga. If you guys can do me the favor, email there with two of the things. Why the content isn't on Cash App, or can you get Benzinga's content on the Cash App? If you guys don't know, on Cash App, you can actually get news headlines now, especially for trading. They also got crypto in there. So let us know. Can kind of email for us. I'm asking you guys to do me a favor. Make me look good, guys. Come on. They're going to be watching this. Help me out as I help you guys, always doing the research and bringing the value to the stream. So that's my call for you guys. I appreciate it if you guys can go ahead and do so. Send it to licensing@benzinga.com, and we'll make sure to get our headlines into Cash App. Appreciate you guys. All right, there's back towards the 87.75 here. We're going to go ahead and boom, just took off a little bit more at 71 there. Oh, did I do? Yeah, I would do it. I sold the whole damn thing. I wasn't focusing a little bit there. There you guys have it. My execution was on point today. I just made a little bit of a mistake there. I sold the whole position instead of half the position there.
Been there, Mitch. It's super frustrating when you do that.
Yeah, especially my execution was really good today. So it's like, now do I get in here at the 71s and look for the break? That'd be a little tough here. But I was looking for the break through the 88s. I was going to sell half of it here and then sell half of it on the breakout. But hey, it happens, guys.
Jeffrey, been there, done that. Me too, my man. And it's like as soon as you hit it, you wish you could go out there and take it back too. You're like, no, what was I doing?
Yeah, it's like FOMO is now hitting me. So I'll just ignore it, kind of get off the chart. If it does pull back to maybe 87.50s, that could be an area that I could add and get long again, but is what it is. Let's get off of it. Gush, I can look at Gush there. Gush is actually setting up there better than XOM. All right, so let's look for a pullback toward 125 here. I'm going to look for a quick pullback right underneath the VWAP and then a push up here through the 126 on Gush. Oil is definitely one of our leading sectors, so I want to keep trading in the sectors that are green today, not in the other areas. So let's look for a pullback here to VWAP around 125.10, 125s, and then I'll look for a sweep back through the 126.
I don't see a whole lot going on, Mitch. Maybe it's just because I stepped out, but looks kind of
no. It's choppy range trading.
I mean, maybe 80N through 3 here. It looks like the banks are moving today. They didn't want to move yesterday after the report.
Banks. Remember Goldman Sachs? I talked about how that pullback was really nice there. Look how that pullback held the 300, came curling around, and today really holding that VWAP. GS, one of the best trades today. Look at that push off the VWAP. Nice trade there. Bank of America, let's take a look there. Doesn't look too bad either. Kind of pushing back up. JPM pushing up there. Citi, they're really strong earnings, right? Looking like that. That's looking like a cup and handle type pattern. Trying to get back through 5140s. We'll see what happens there. Gush already pushing through that 126. I need to pull back towards the 125. I don't want to get into the 126 because that would get stopped out at that 125. So we'll see what happens here. If we get the pullback or not. If not, it's okay. Oil just rips off. Basic materials up now 1.1 up from the open. What's doing well? Lumber and wood production. WFG having a really good day in the pre-market. Coming back massively now. Let's see if this can catch kind of some support here. You take a look on the 15-minute, there's some support around 97.89. Right now we're at the 76. Let's see if we can recover that. Get back up here on a wood and lumber production type of play. Agricultural inputs not doing bad here. AVD doing decent today. MOS having a good day. If you want to take a look at those. Chemicals not doing bad either. Let's see how LAC did today. It's holding in VWAP right now. It doesn't look too bad. You can look for a push back through the 2175s. We'll see if we can get that lift there. Gosh, already pushing on up. We'll see what happens on that one. Didn't look too bad. I was looking for a pullback. Had even the order sitting out there, but hey, is what it is. No pullback. Just going to let it go.
The 1 minute chart, Gush has a pretty good formation, especially if it can take out this side of it. I mean, really 127.50 is high, but I'm basically just doing this off the chart. I know that this is the bull oil and gas exploration, but I'm basically just looking at the chart. Nice little formation there. Apple too, nice little intraday formation here, by the way. If this can get taken out, maybe this can get some juice. I'd like to see Apple trade up towards 150.
Give myself some of the pain there as I see XOM trying to get through the 88. It is what it is, guys. I'm a little annoyed that I sold some of it. Didn't want to, but hey.
Oh, wow. Look at APLD.
All right, Tilray, coming back to my entry here. We're going to get a little bit of a cannabis run.
Nice job, Eric. I just
see what happens, guys. And my entry on Tilray is at 350. MOS is at 1162. You guys know this is my swing trades. Going to look to see if they can continue into the daily trend. A nice push, a close above 1180s for MOS. MSOS would be a nice look. We'll see what happens. We need some mention, some cannabis. Forget the semis. I want to hear cannabis talk. We need to legalize cannabis already. It's just,
yeah, I was going to say that really.
It's atrocious that we don't go ahead and get the tax money for the people that need it when it's so easy to just take it off. Like, I don't even understand why the president hasn't just done it on an executive order. I'm pretty sure he could. But hey, that's just how it goes. Yes, I'm waiting on results for the CMT. I'll let you guys know when I get my results.
Saidu trying here. Saidu through 350 is a bit interesting. It's really trying to push and break the high a day at 395. Got a pre-market high of 383, so it's got some juice.
TNK trying to get back through that 18 there, guys, after that pullback. We'll see if it gets through that 18. It's been doing well. AMC trying to recover here. GME trying to lead through the highs. If that leads through the high, I could see AMC kind of follow suit. I'm going to leave that one alone for now, but keeping it on my radar for sure.
Man,
Industrials doing well today, man. What's doing so well here? Oh, look. Saidu is in the industrials.
It's got to take 359 out to go here.
I like this.
It's on it. There we go. 360 up. Here we go on Saidu. Let's see if we can go towards that pre-market high at 383. It's got some room here and it's got some juice. So just this volume stick needs to essentially double up here. Pulling back here now. We'll see. Big bid there at 360 now.
All right.
I think we're going to pull back here. Took it off here just for a couple of cent gain. I think we're going to pull back, though. Looks a little extended here. I would imagine now 363 going to be your daily spot if we can pull above that.
Look. Stock looks great.
Comes your
I'm
pull.
just late to the party.
Yeah, so I was late on Saidu here too, because this was really a trade. Looks like through 336. Looks like the really good spot on the curl. I was late to this, but it felt like it was going to go. I really only got a couple of pennies out of it.
Gush pushing back up through the 126.55. AMC back to VWAP. So let's start looking to see what happened here. The Q's starting to push on up. You can look for some nice. I'm starting to look for some tech names now. AMD pushing on up. That's our leader. Nvidia's lagging. Looking for Nvidia to kind of make a push here. Let's see if we can get a pullback on there. If not, look for Tesla or Apple kind of coming back here. Apple trying to get through the highs here of 148. Doesn't look bad at all. Has been holding well today. Trying to push out of the 5-minute pullback here. So I'd look for maybe 148 entry on Apple. That's what I'm going to look for here. Oh. Look who's back.
I'm back with my moaning.
Jeez.
I don't know about that. You know,
Yeah, it's
that's
put him
all
full
Zunaid
screen,
right
baby.
there.
Embarrass him. Is it good or bad moaning?
It's oh my god, I'm so old.
Law.
Moaning.
I think I'm older than you.
Law. Come on, man. There's no reason to be worrying about getting old. I've seen some 40-year-old athletes out there.
Yeah,
Gotta
we
get in
just
the
call it
game, baby.
experience.
It ain't me, I'll tell you that.
He's like, I don't know. Honestly, it makes me realize, like, damn, being a 40-year-old athlete, it's tough, man.
Well, I
don't know
can't.
how
Now
you
you
even
know
walk.
what Tom Brady is going through. Still
Yeah,
winning
dude,
MVPs
it's
and
tough.
Super Bowls at 45.
It's tough. Like, you don't notice it until you get to that age, but it ain't easy.
Apple to the upside. Let's go. Yeah, look, it's only because I can't. I'm like 30 plus, and I can't even go up a hill for too long. You know what I mean? I gotta take a little break.
I don't know what that means. It's okay, Zunaid. You don't have to explain it.
Those massage guns are a godsend. Yeah, dude, I need
Yeah,
to
they
get
are.
those. Oh, you have one?
Yes.
Oh man, I might have to just purchase it. I can't because I'm like down a good amount of money today. So like my psyche is like, stop spending money. You suck at trading.
Apple's pushing.
Oh,
man.
is that?
Oh, Nvidia's looking great too here.
So,
What are you doing over there, Ryan?
so Zunaid asked about a massage gun, thought that I was joking.
Bro, I heard vibrations and I was like, what? And I looked at the camera, I looked at you, and all I see is that big.
You saw me. You saw me
What kind of tools
massaging
you
my
using
back
over
muscles,
here,
is
bro?
what you saw. Yeah. See, so don't bring the heat if you can't stay in the kitchen, Zunaid. All right, don't even do it. These things are awesome, by the way. And so everyone makes fun of the long handle.
Oh, hold it that end.
Everyone makes fun of the long handle, guys. This is so you can get your back. You don't need another person.
It gives you reach.
It gives you leverage so that you can hit
I
all the
like
different
it. I
types of
like it.
guys.
Is that an extension you had to purchase or like?
No, it comes with it. It simply unscrews, and look, that's where you charge it.
For my back, I use that body stick. Have you ever seen one of those that have like
What's the
curl?
brand?
This
Yeah,
is
I have.
This was Bondier. It was I got it
Bondier.
off Costco's online website.
Oh, I've got Costco too. Oh, I'm about to look it up right now.
3x leverage. You can. The chat is popping
3x
off right now.
leverage.
The chat is popping off. Trading has left the building. Trading has left the building, and the
man.
chat is popping off over
Bro,
the
that's
percussion
hilarious.
massage gun. Oh man! Here, let's do. You can pick up the vibrations, huh? Oh, is it weird when I talk? Like, can you hear it? No, I guess it's not.
No,
really that
it's not. It's
You,
not
you
that
could
weird.
put it on your throat. I want to hear that.
All right,
Oh
relax.
my
You will
god,
do it?
this is really where it's the
Relax.
best. The neck here.
The neck.
Okay. I didn't.
This is why I
when woke
have
up-
Planet. This is why I go to Planet Fitness massage chairs, guys.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
wow.
when I woke up today, I didn't think I would be massaging myself on stream, but
Hey,
here we
to
are.
each his own. To each his own.
Oh, y'all are wild.
All right, guys. Industrials and energies continuing to lead us. What is going so strong here? Metal manufacturer, MLI. Look at this chart. What is going on in MLI that I do not know, chat? Maybe somebody can fill me in here, but definitely 11% day up there for a 3.1 billion capitalization stock. It's not like a small stock there. Having some good lift. Look at that. daily
SIDU having some good lift. We did go through that high spot that we just had.
I'm going to have to look to see if there's news on this, but look at that daily candle here on MLI. Huge rip.
Miss White Horse. No, you good, Miss White Horse. You good. Ryan, that's a different channel. We have the best community ever, but you guys already know that. So I've got an unread Slack. Let's see if I'm getting fired.
Yeah, I check for those all the time.
I wish, you know what? I don't know. I mean, if someone went back when you first started using a massage chair on air and they made a GIF out of it, I mean, you'd be famous. Just an idea for anyone in the chat if you're bored.
Yeah, Zunaid doesn't want to be famous, so he's giving it to you.
Yeah, no, I definitely do not want to be famous for that.
Hex Pony, you're right. There goes 370, by the way. So let's see if we can actually push above here. I think you're right. That
GME trying to take out the highs there. It doesn't look too bad. I might actually go for the AMC Dragon here. Looking for a nice little push back here.
There we go. 370. They by the way, they're refreshing 370 on Sidus. So they just cleared out all the stock that was there and immediately put more back. So clearly they're Yep. Now there's more. Now it's building there. So they're refresh selling 370 on Saidu.
Netflix getting back above the VWAP there. That one's interesting. I talked about how I was looking for a push to 200 before the earnings here. Of course, they're coming after the bell. We'll see what happens here. It's trying to hold on kind of above here, above the VWAP. I wanted to pull back to the VWAP here, but SPY trying to take out the highs there. Qs rejecting from above the 294s.
This is how I'm trading the rest of the day. You know, what's crazy is I lied. Leg day was 2 days ago, and yesterday was chest. And now today I'm feeling it after 2 days. Like in my sleep, Ryan, I tried to turn, and I was like, I can't do this. My body was like, nope. Can't turn. Oh, God.
All right. Saidu.
Saidu, yeah, this spot here, 370 is definitely a spot here. Again, they keep refreshing it, but we are kind of extended here. We're 25 cents off the VWAP, so be careful on a range break trade here. I'm tempted to wait and try to buy the pullback.
Are you trying to come back here, guys? I just see the volume coming in it right now. Might take a little shot here in the 35s. Risk would be off to 16 here.
How much do I squat? I suck at squatting. I just started doing legs and stuff, like truly doing it like a week ago. Even my bench press is weak. I think I only.
What do you bench, bro? Come on, bro.
Bench. I think I. All right, Chad. What was it? What was it, Ryan? Chad, what?
What?
Yesterday, what was that term? Chad something.
Oh, Giga Chad.
Giga Chad. I think I only bench about 135, I think is the max.
Takes the bar, you know, he takes the bar up, you know, up and down.
Hey,
The
man.
bar's 45. Zunaid's putting up more than the bar. I can say that.
Dude. I think 135 is the max I've ever done in life.
No worries, bro.
I weigh 163.
I don't see much chest out there, man. No worries. It's all good. It's okay to have some bird in there.
Hey,
some bird chest.
Not all of us are as manly as Ryan, okay? Relax.
Oh, whoa, where did I? Wait a sec. I mean, you're right, but wait a sec.
All right, long here, some Veryu, looking for this to kind of spike up there. 1632, 8,000 shares bought up there on that pullback. That's why I'm taking this trade here. I talked about also the 16 level hold, right? You came back down to that level. You looked to wash that out. You went to 1586, 1588. What do? You actually close right at the 16 here, and then right next to it, 1628.
Oh, I tried to stretch, but I failed. I'm on my knees now. I can't get up. It's tough.
Zunaid's not even trading. He's just rolling around.
I can't get up, guys. You can't get up.
But like, look, Ryan, I
Dude,
think I've lost.
that's another problem if you can't get it up, bro. I think you gotta.
All right,
Oh,
relax.
Relax. The market must be slow if this is what this has turned into now.
Well, look,
They call it Roman.
Calls.
Have you heard of Roman, Zunaid?
Roman? No.
Yes, it's where it's that new service where you can get whatever kind of things that you need private delivered to your house. You know, let's say
How do you know about it? How do you know about it?
There's commercials out there. You know,
Oh, okay.
it's called Roman.
Oh, okay. I've actually never heard of this. I now want to look it up, but I feel like I need to go incognito.
It's like
now.
telehealth. It's part of telehealth.
What's it called? Roman?
Roman.
Mitch, you are just popping off right now.
I'm not gonna find just Roman. There's gotta be something else.
I'll find it for you.
Like Roman delivery service?
Men Health. You can make me look it up.
I tell you what, once you find it, why don't you put it in the everybody Slack and then tag Jason?
Got you.
Wow, guys. Wow.
The site is called Get Roman. So here you go, bro. You can do hair loss too, bro. I know you wanted to address your hair loss issue, bro.
I do.
Maybe a little testosterone support.
I should have stayed on that goddamn prep call. All right. No, on a serious note, though, I am long Apple from the VWAP area. I am looking for this breakout, though, of 148.50. So we can hopefully test 149s, 149.50s, and ultimately 150 at the end of the day.
I'm gonna reach out. We should get sponsored, so I'm gonna actually throw it up in the chat here, guys. This is not sponsored yet, but who knows? I'm gonna have to
Can
call.
we get sponsored? Can we get sponsored by the personal massage gun company? Because that would
One
really...
of them. We're sending out some messages today. We've killed it.
Let's do it.
All right, here's Veryu starting to push here. 1650. Let's go, guys. Trying to be 3 for 3 here. Getting some nice lift to the 1650s. Let's go. This is starting to pump.
I just clicked on it.
All right, so the big thing for me here on Veryu is going to be watching like about a 1 hour chart. Move above the 63s should really get us moving to the 17s. Let's see if we can get through the 63s here. I'll take half of it off and then just let the rest of it ride. Looking for a nice push.
Saidu, you've got it touching 380s, which is a pre-market high. Trying to break out of that. Are you in this one, Ryan?
No, I'm not inside you. I'm currently watching AVDL at this 470 spot that it's taken out 3 times now.
All right, there's the 53s. Let's go. There was 1,000 shares in the 48s. Really what got me started was that 8,000 shares in the 36. Whoever that was, that's probably like, yeah, banking, baby.
How is AMD? I haven't looked at AMD. Do I like AMD more? Do I like Nvidia? I like Nvidia more simply because Pelosi's homeboy went ahead and purchased some. So maybe
Pelosi's homeboy. Boy.
Wow. That's
so
awesome.
Maybe there's something there. What?
Isn't it the husband?
It is.
It's fun. Zunaid and his ways are funny. Zunaid, I think you need to get busted up by the gym more often because this is hilarious.
Dude.
DK. My man
at least
said
it knows.
homeboy.
At least it knows I'm doing something right. You know what I mean?
Well, that's debatable, though.
Edgex 104 showing up there. Edgex on Verdu at the 51s there. Look how it rejected to get to that. There was a 108 order put up there in the 1651 on Edgex.
I can carry 3 to 4 toddlers at a time. Is that a talent? Yes, as long as you don't drop them.
Yeah, that actually is a talent. They're pretty heavy, man. You
Yeah.
think they're not heavy.
Early and they try to get away. Yeah.
You think they're not heavy, but that's some uneven weight, man. Those heads, super heavy, bro. They just drag.
Mitch, man.
As you could tell, I was dropped a lot as a baby.
I wasn't going to say it, but since you did.
I did drop my niece. Well,
they bounce. They bounce when they're young.
I put her on the couch and then she wobbled over when I went to go get water.
Jessica, you're hired. I agree. There's that Edgex 650s.
Oh,
here's
my
Apple
gosh.
trying to go Apple, go. Go Apple, go.
Go Veryu.
I'll put up Veryu for you in the middle. Ooh, Veryu.
All right, Q's, baby. Trying to hold that up to the top range. I'm liking this Veryu, though. I'm sticking on these off trades today, and it's been doing me well. CNK was the best one of the day so far. XOM, really good trade. Look at CNK. I could have maybe, it would have stopped me out on that pullback, but nice little push back there towards the 1819s. This has been a really good stock to watch today. Just holding the pattern. It did reject the breakout at first there on the kind of the 1 minute outlook when it came back to the 80s, but it recovered well there. So you could see AMC kind of follow suit, right? That's what I've been talking about. Through the 1727s, you could see a push towards the 1750s. GME also hanging towards the high gives me that idea, but we'll see what happens there.
Why is nobody talking about Google? We can talk about Google if you want to talk about Google.
What you want to talk about Google for, man? What is it doing? Tell us.
Higher highs. Looking to break out of the 112 area. You had a chance to get it at VWAP maybe about 20 minutes ago. But, hey, man, there's only so many tickers we can look at. Yeah,
and it's not really moving much. I mean, what is it up on the day? Like 1%? I don't really want to be focusing on that. All right, here's Veryu going to try to sell some into this push here. The 63s were important there. It's right off the offer there, rejecting the 63 push here. I had my order out at 65 that takes half of it off. Might just have to rush to it here in the 60s, but I'm just going to be patient.
What was the buy again? I missed the buy on that.
Oh, the buy? Oh,
yeah.
I got you. No, I'm sorry. I was like, what? 1636.
Okay.
And there was a big buyer that came in at the 32s, 8,000 shares. That's what got me into it.
I don't see the volume is increasing. Someone asked that in the chat on Nvidia.
All right, don't like that turnaround there from the 63 outlook there. I'm going to give it one more shot to get through that level. I just canceled my order there in the 65s. Need to get it through the 63 level. There's a resistance there. Let's go towards Veryu. So you see how the line right there on the 63, I could see it coming right into that play and it held it there. I need to get it through that 63. If we can get through the 63, I think we get 17 today. But like always, we never know. Always make your own risk assessment. I'm hanging on right now. I'm still deep into the green on this name, up about 20 cents. So just looking for it to break through that 63. Then I could take half off, look for the big breakout. There it is. Right. There's the push. Rejecting the 65s there.
I took some Apple out here. Out Apple at 189s, and that's the Apple 149 calls. Ow.
Looking to see if we can get through it. I'll put you up there. I know you got multiple charts up.
What do you, yeah, if you want me to put up something instead of Google, you let me know.
Veryu, put Veryu on the right there for us. So I can keep talking about it. You can keep your charts up, and we keep rolling through here. All right, 62, 63s here. Going to take half of it off there at 62s. So 65, 62 in my eyes, this 3 cent difference. There's no need to be pushing it there. Let's take half of it off here. And now the whole like emotion of the trade goes away. I can just be like relaxed. Either it goes or it doesn't. And I think this is when you have yourself in a position, what I call of strength. Once you're in this position of strength, because you're deep into the green, it's just let the stock do the work. It either goes or it doesn't. And you can't try to attach your emotion to that. The only thing you can worry about is executing on reward now or making sure that we don't lose on the trade on the average cost. That's the way I approach it from this point. And I'm having a bad day, man. Last week, I really killed it on GOEV. That gave me back all the losses on the week. Really was one of the best trades of the year. So I'm looking to see if Veryu can do the same for me. I give it a shot here. I'm definitely going to hold break even on the rest. Let it keep working here.
Yeah, I'm also struggling, Mitch. I'm having a tough day here.
It's been tough. It's been tough. It's not been easy, man.
It has.
Ow.
It has.
Not been easy.
If Apple, this is why, so I'm not gonna lie. I told you guys earlier I was in tilt mode. I was down about 1,000, went into a little bit of tilt mode with Nvidia. Then I was down about 1,300. So now with Apple, usually I scalp these ASAP, but I'm kind of holding on for maybe a 40% gainer to kind of claw some profits back, which is why I would love for Apple to go to 149 50s and 150s ultimately to kind of help me win on the day. But we will see. Ow.
That we will.
Should have just stayed in bed, Ryan. Should have just stayed in bed.
Yeah, I honestly like this is summer. This is the epitome of summer doldrums in the market. This is as slow as it gets. There's really not a whole lot going on anywhere. What's the SPY volume like? Let's take a look at that. Yeah, 17 million out of 98 average over the past 100 days. I don't know.
Netflix, baby. Talked about that one in pre-market, maybe coming back towards the 200. Look how that's getting a nice little push into the earnings. I was kind of looking for this. Should maybe try to play the VWAP bounce there. But it's up there towards 195, 196 50s or 43 is going to come into resistance play. And then from there, you could see it continue. Yesterday, it got all the way up to 199. So we'll see how this Netflix run kind of continues to push. After the bell, earnings will be coming out on Netflix, expected to lose subscribers. I'm just wondering if you see a surprise maybe from Netflix.
Yeah, AB and I are supposed to play some options on that for fun later today. We'll see if we do.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I don't know. I'm seeing maybe we can do a turnaround, but who knows? All right, I do gotta let. I'm gonna put up your screens for a second. I gotta let someone know something.
No worries. There's Apple
All
chart break
good.
to the upside. 149 crack is what we're all waiting for here. Everyone is watching for it. 2 cents away. Do we get it? 1 cent crack. There it is. 149.03. That's my auction price. That's my auction voice. I do want it to go ahead and test the 149.50s. The Apple contracts are up 23%. Option thought experiment. What are you talking about? Oh, upstairs.
I don't even see a whole lot going on Twitter. I guess Mara is really the only thing to trade here.
You typed a lot, Aaron. What's your question exactly? Hey, Kyler. Hey. You went through a downturn after you bought those calls, okay? But now you and I are on the same page because I'm long Apple. My contracts are up 24%, but you're killing it. I'm down today. You're up, which is why you should buy my, what's it called? Not the vibrator gun, massage gun.
Percussion massage gun.
Percussion massage gun. I'm going to have to see if my Costco has it.
They normally have one of them. The one I got, I ordered online when they had a sale on it.
Oh, this one's $100 right now.
Yeah, I think I got mine. I think I paid like 70 for it.
Okay. Yeah,
Totally
I've got
reasonable.
one on Amazon I'm looking at. It's by the brand Toloco. 25,000 reviews and it's $80.
Vibrator gun. You're making some people excited in the chat. Dustin can't control himself. Jessica's lost her coffee.
Hey,
Zunaid.
you do what you got to do, man. We're all human beings. Hey, look, I'm not getting into it. It's a sponsored show.
I'm not getting into it.
Mental health. We're all about it.
And physical health. I mean, I guess that's physical health as well. But anyway, look at Apple go, baby. Those calls are now up 29%.
What a segue.
Let's go. Calls are vibrating to the upside, Ryan.
Well done, Zunaid.
Thank you.
Well done.
I thought so too. Cup and handle formation on CGC.
Saidu has a little spot here at 373 if it can take it out. They're filling it up with stock.
I just thought of something so dirty, Ryan. I can't say it though.
Oh boy.
Maybe off stream.
Okay, well,
off stream.
You really set the table here.
We need a stream where like it's not on the Benzinga
friendly.
YouTube channel, and then we can have a little bit more edge of a conversation. But
I couldn't hear what you said. Sorry, I'm watching this.
What are you
Oh,
watching?
I missed it.
What are you watching?
I missed it. I was too slow. You're trying to whisper dirty sweet nothings over here, and I just missed the trade.
Did you miss Saidu? Is that what you missed?
Yeah, it went right through 373. It's back now, so I'm waiting here, waiting it out here. Still think we go higher. They're going to refresh 73. They're going to pull it.
I'm pretty sure we lost
Right
viewers
back.
the minute I started stretching.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Happens.
I like Saidu around 355 if it comes down to it because you got 350 right at VWAP. I like it.
Here's a stock pushing today. Volta. VLTA. Cheapest stock there. Up about 13%. Trying to get through the $2 point today.
Oh, man.
The AMC is trying to hold the VWAP, but really can't right now. EV Go up also. That could be why you're seeing that Volta up. Take a look at charge point also. Maybe make a nice little step up. Daily candle has a nice support underneath it around the 12s, trying to get through the high of yesterday's high, which was 1288 on charge point.
I'm going to sell some more Apple here at 206 is my fill. Out some more Apple. Just got a couple more left. Looking to scale those out above 149.50 and ultimately 150.
All right, looking for the Veryu breakout here now. 1664 showing on up here. It held the pullback to the VWAP. Let's see if we get some volume to come in here and really start driving the trend towards the 17. If we can get through the 17 level, it could get a move up there towards 1750s. That would be over a point on the day for a $16 stock. I'll take that any day. Let's see if we can get that push.
Hey, great job, Kyler. Way to make some money today.
AMC is trying to push through that, holding the VWAP now. There you guys see it pushing there, 1727. AMC trying to make another move on up there. We'll see what happens on AMC. I've had this one on my radar. With this one, you could see CNK continue. You want to see it continue through the 1825. The industry, also GME continue. Also, look at GME up there towards 156. If you guys don't remember, GME was easily down there towards the 120s just a short while ago. That's been about 30% move here in about, what, 2 weeks? So just be careful there.
I can't believe it's moved as much as it has, to be honest.
Yeah, it's off everybody's radar. And when it's off everybody's radar, at least for the people that are not watching these types of stocks, well, that's how you can miss moves like that you're getting in AMC and GME. It's been actually really good rises. I mean, in AMC, let's say in about 2 weeks, you've gotten up about more than 30%, about 40%, 36%. So you got to keep these on your radar. Sometimes they do like to hold the trend.
Go Apple, go. Sal, so like I don't buy contracts the same amount across, right? So like I won't buy 10 contracts of Apple and then 10 contracts of Tesla. And then also depends if I'm buying weeklies or if I'm buying same day expirations or whatever the case may be, because the risk is different and the chart may be different as well. So unfortunately, there's no accurate information I give you. There's no one size fits all. But for example, on these Apple calls here, though, I had 10 contracts and now I'm down to 2 because I've been scaling out.
Saidu, I think it's got to take this out. I think we've been really, really strong here. A couple of pulls it's held in here. I really think it goes higher on Saidu. We'll see, though. Could be wrong. Could be wrong.
You've got flow coming into Amazon. 114 calls expiring this week.
All right, looking around to see what's going on. Boeing doing well today, guys. There's been multiple reports of them trying to, at least the catalyst coming out of there is good. And you guys know I've called a really bearish chart on Boeing, but it has been doing well, guys. A move through 157.
I was going to say, I think Boeing might be going to 170 before it goes anywhere else, Mitch.
That's cool. I mean, I agree. There's levels there to keep it bullish. That's what one thing as a trader you always got to keep in mind is, right, trades can flip and patterns can kind of reverse. It was in a bearish trend. The deliveries got it up above that. Today, you're seeing a nice little push back above 157s. This has room up there towards filling in the gap. The gap zone would be a fill towards 167 on Boeing. You can see that here, guys. As it's trying to get through 157, get up there towards the 162s, 168 area into that gap zone fill.
You've got Amazon 116 calls coming up as well, but you've got a top here on Amazon at the 116 level. So it's looking to break that one out. All right. But I'm going to get going here. I've got to take care of a bunch of stuff, including my body.
So am I. I've got more stuff to do today. So we're going to be back at this again tomorrow, and we have a special guest. We're doing tomorrow, right? I know we have a boot camp.
Yeah,
so
we're doing tomorrow, and then I thought the special guest was Thursday.
It is. I'm trying to lead up to it. I'm trying to build up to it.
Oh, build it up. My bad.
No, it's all good. You're hurting over there. You do your thing. So tomorrow we have the boot camp. We're going to be a little bit shorter. Mitch, help me out with the times. I know you're doing something else for work, but help me out with what the time is tomorrow.
Yeah, I believe we're going to be going into 10 o'clock, if not 10:50. And so Just come on over. Definitely we'll be trading, getting you guys into the open. So you guys come join the boot camp. And what the boot camps is really all about is taking a moment in the week, right, to really just practice on learning. So you beginners out there, maybe tomorrow is that day that you take a moment away from the markets and just try to learn. Tomorrow we're going to give massive amounts of educational information right here on Benzinga.
And then Thursday, we are going to have Mighty Soldiers Trades join us for live trading. So we're going to be talking more about process, more about how he identifies different setups, how he executes on them. It's going to be an awesome week. So definitely stick around. Thanks for all of the laughs today. I will leave you with a good old chest massage here using my gun. Zunaid, I hope you're so jealous right now that you can barely even
see. Now
there.
Your voice is vibrating.
Oh, man, this is where it's at. Zunaid. All right, folks.
I
We'll see you
love
tomorrow.
it. I love it. See ya.
Around. All right, we're going to keep going here on live trading. I got you guys. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. So stick around, guys. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what stocks are moving on the day. Let's do a little sector to industry analysis here. Let's take a look at what's leading us. Industrials continuing to lead here. What has done well? Metal manufacturing, business equipment, trucking stocks getting a little bit of a lift here. Financial services right behind that. So it looks like the trend continues there. Look at Goldman Sachs day. Beautiful day up on the name like Goldman Sachs, up about 4.1%. You can take a look at BAC also doing well, holding the VWAP here. So let's see if it takes that next leg up. You could also take a look at Wells Fargo or Wells Fargo, whichever one you want to call it, bouncing off the VWAP here. We'll see if it gets back towards 42.50 today. What is dragging a little bit? Let's go towards that. And dragging is a little bit of utilities. It's still up on the day, and so that's not a bad outlook. If you take a look, we haven't really been ripping in the overall market, but we have held the trend towards the upside. Now it looks like we're getting that trend really to come back on up. We're back there too where we were yesterday, and this is just as easy as you can get washed out in this type of market. If you held on some longs in that pullback yesterday, well, power to you, because I know a lot of people got probably stopped out on those down moves. Now you're back up to the 388s, and that's just as easy as this market could make this kind of really just look even more choppy, right? And it's stopping out a lot of the retail and institutional plays are able to hold around these a lot of the times because they're able to have a bigger range on their volatility. And you could see here a nice recovery day in the SPY. Could get up there towards the 391s today. We'll see what happens. CCL having a really good day. Some of these reopening trades not looking too bad today. You can take a look. Hilton, Marriott getting a nice lift. Cruise lines getting a lift. Airlines getting a lift here. We'll see if these can continue making moves. How's our Airbnb? Wanted to take a look at that. It's holding VWAP right now. It's trying to hold the 100 push back. This one doesn't look too bad. I might take a look here for a swing above here, but hey, I'm just going to try to relax on taking too many swings. I already got a couple on here on Tilray and MSOS. We'll see if those can get moving later in the day. Veryu still in this one, guys, and so I'm looking for the breakout through here. Can we get the breakout above the 1660s going to the 17? Still in this trade. We'll see what happens. Bringing in some of the good tunes here. Let's go ahead. Let's keep it going. Road. All right. What other stocks you guys got for us? Thanks, guys, for all the info and trades on live TV. Eric, yeah, it is tough. It's not easy to do what we do. Sometimes it causes some unnecessary pressures on us, but we do it mainly for you guys. And a lot of the things that you'll see here is that we kind of limit our losses too, right? We're not trying to take big trades. We're not trying to put all our eggs in one basket. That's what I try to do, is mainly control the capital preservation. Not going on a tilt is what we don't want to, get into, right? You saw Zunaid start mentioning it there, but there's a reason why he mentioned it, because he doesn't want you guys to go off tilt too. And one of the most important things in day trading you can learn is, I talk about this and you'll hear me say it 50 million times, when to hit the gas pedal and when to hit the brake pedal matters massively. All right. Looks like I am getting some outside landscaping. So if you guys hear noise, let me know in the chat. But right now we're still riding good here. How are you playing it? Playing which one? Easy, or maybe you're talking in the chat there. What's going on, traders? Look like we got 371 of you guys. Let's go. Let's get some likes on up. Trying to see if we can take that next leg up in Veryu and really get through that 17. That's where we'd get that nice lift there. You know what? Now we got what? Up 1, down 1, up 2, down 2, up 3. Could come down towards a down 3 to the 48s. Don't want to see the 48s break. A move back above the 1660s could get us finally out of this range here. On the T1000, you know it easy. I'll see you at 1 p.m. I got some great guests on today. We're going to go into a great show today, guys, at 1 p.m. Don't want people to miss that. Got an interview, of course, and this one's been one that I actually been waiting to do. We actually had it pushed back a little bit here. Let me go ahead and check here. Looks like, man, it's not showing up there again now. Just got to check. Maybe we got a cancellation again here. There's just too much going on right now while I'm live. All right, trying to see that breakthrough here. Not seeing the volume come in. So just hanging on Veryu. Wanted to take out the 1663s. Could see a pullback towards the 48 level. So that's where I'll add if it pulls back there. But keeping a close eye here. AMC trying to get back up through that VWAP. Get through that 1727. Maybe make a push towards 1750s today. Doesn't look too bad. It's just sideways right now. CNK, man, this is one of the best trades of the day. Was looking at this today. Why? Because of an upgrade. I talked about how this one could make a nice push on up. I took a good trade on it earlier, day trade. Wasn't able to hang on there, but man, up there towards 1841. Not a bad day. Up about 10% on the day, coming off the heels of a Morgan Stanley upgrade.
Want to hear my trick for snag?
All right, let's continue going. MSTR up 10% on the day. Yeah, these Bitcoin stocks have really been coming back, right? MSTR trying to push on up through there. Mara trying to continue to push. Hut. Ooh, for two. Hut. Going to take a look. Also, Riot. Yeah, they've been doing pretty well, these Bitcoin stocks. Let's see if it can continue holding the push. All right, let's go towards the Qs, see what we're seeing on the Qs here. Let me make the music continue going here. There you go, the weight of sound. Never enough for this song. Why is my put contract value going up when the stock price is going up? This is Nvidia July 22. Put strikes of 165. Well, where's Nvidia trading at? Well, it's right above the 165. Not sure why it would be going up. I'm not the best option expert. I will tell you that right off the bat. I don't even try to be. All right, let's look around. What else is moving here? Solar not having a bad day in tech. I'm looking at technology names now. I want to see what's moving up there. Semiconductor equipment not having a bad day today. ACLS, VECO. These are just equipment stocks that come behind the semiconductors. So the thing behind the thing, you can think of it. PLAB doesn't look too bad there. PLAB coming back today. Look at this one. Doesn't look bad, actually. As it's trying to come back up to here towards the 2060s. Really kind of held a nice little VWAP bounce trade. Pulled back towards the resistance, became support, now pushing up there through. Not a bad one to keep on watch. All right, electronic components, some cheaper plays here. There's this EOSE, trying to get there to 3 today, looking like it. Flux. EAF. They're just cheaper names. They're making some moves on up. All right, basic materials now in the 3rd place here. So showing us the strength in that lumber and production there. WFG, let's see if it comes back here through holding the 99 pullback here, getting back up there towards VWAP, which would be 100. See if this can make another step up. Agricultural Inputs, AVD, MOS, Mosaic Company doing well today. Let's see if they can continue the run. LAC, did we ever get a run there? Yeah, we got a nice little push off of that. Doesn't look too bad there. Here's that pullback in Veryu. Going to look for around the 46 to hold VWAP and then get back up there.
Nothing is out of your reach. It's just another love song, another melody. So keep believing in your dreams. Life's not what it seems sometimes. And love the air you breathe. Got everything you need for tonight.
All right, guys, just dealing with some chat comments out there. There's the pullback on Veryu. Let's go. Let's take a shot here, guys. All right, just got off the 48s, the 45s there, off the VWAP here. Let's see if we can get the 45s here and add here and then hold towards the break even. See if we get a slight tick down here and then a recovery. That's what we'll look for. See that move towards where the bid goes to 40, but the ask will probably come towards 43 or 45. Saw the ask on the offer side on 46 there. Not seeing the volume either. That's the interesting part. Is the volume is just completely dying off there. All right, chat, what are you guys taking a look at? And everybody's getting down. Let's take a look at the Qs here. The Qs continuing to push up there to 295. Nvidia, that one was one that was on my radar here at the 164. It just never came to VWAP there. Just bounced on up, holding the 9 EMA on pullbacks right now. Apple was another one that I was looking to play when this breakout happened. Look at the Apple push here. Now up there towards the 150. I talked about that level, how important it was for Apple to recuperate that 150 today. Take a look here. Let's see if it can really get up there towards 151s. It's trying to get up there. We'll see if it can continue making the push. Nice little play up there on Apple today. This love. The way it makes you feel. Looking at TQQQ. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It's definitely held the 9 EMA on the pullbacks and really pushed off of there. The question is, how long does it have to run? I can't really know here. Maybe take a look at the hourly levels. Next resistance, I would say, is up there towards 28. So 28, I think you'll run into a little resistance. Then after that, if it can get to 28.36, there's a gap up zone that it could start pushing through. All right, there's that pullback here for Veryu. Just taking the ad right there, guys. Just took the ad there for Veryu on that pullback. Now we want to hold here. We're at an average of 1640, and we're going to set our stop here right at 1635. So if it stops us out at 1635, so be it. We wanted to hold the 40 pullback here, get right back up. All right, so just took that ad after we took some profit. It's okay if it tests the 40. Don't want it to break through the 35. All right, what are you guys taking a look at? What's up, chat? Tell me what you guys are trading. I don't see any talk of tickers out there. Saidu? Ooh, that did catch that break there. Nice little breakout. Held the resistance. Not a bad stock to trade today. Really held here. Really nice chart. After it breaks through the resistance, right? The prior resistance in the pre-market. You want to see that start holding that as support. It got above it, held sideways there. Now gave you that next leg on up. Not a bad trade there in Saidu today. Hope that a lot of people were able to cash in on that opportunity. Nvidia, Geo. Okay, I'll take a look at Geo. The Geo group, shout out to you. Pinky on up. Let's go. About 17 minutes here till we get towards Benzinga Live with AT or AB. Cindy, target on target. I'll take a look there, Cindy. I got you. Coming up next. Geo trying to make that lift there. Not a bad looking stock here. Trying to get through the highs here and hold the breakout. You can see here on the hourly or whichever chart you're going to use, the pullbacks at around 675 are important for it to hold. Today, you got through that level, pushed up there to 7. Be careful. You're going to get a pullback right below 7, but it's definitely continuing to push there. That's a REIT in healthcare facilities. Not a bad one making moves right now. All right, let's go towards Target here. Target, we have an outlook. It's not a bad one to keep on watch. It is coming on back here. So the big thing for me is where do we get into the point where we could see some resistance or some selling? At first, it would be the 163. And then from there, I would look into this gap zone. Can you get into that zone? The high there being 168. So those are the two levels that I'd be looking at first. Once you get through that 168, you have a huge gap to fill. So we'll see what happens there. Take a look at the other ones like Walmart. We talked about how I was looking for this gap fill here. And I put this out way before then. I put this out on the 11th, guys, when the stock was here. So we were looking for this shadow fill on Walmart. There you guys have it. It's already filling some of that shadow. Could get there to the top of the shadow fill today. Not a bad play in those. Those are discount stores, right? And what else is moving well? Well, Burlington's having a good day. Costco, I talked about that 500, how important it was going to be when we broke through that 500. We've held it on the pullback now, back towards 525. Not a bad looking play there. Target having a decent day. BJ having a decent day. You want to see Dollar Tree or Dollar General get that next leg up. That was the one that kind of turned around when it was at the highs. Let's see this one get that next leg on up. There's Veryu coming right back up there, guys. So it looks like our buy was not a bad approach there to try to get this to break through the 1650s and get on through that 63s up there to 17s. We'll see what happens here. All right, looking around to see what else is being mentioned. IQ, I got you, Rio. Into the light. There you go. Let me start this up again. Let's go. Trying to get into the light here, baby. IQ trying to push off of that VWAP after the 1430, pushed off the 1421s. Take a look at the daily. This is trying to get up there. Looks like towards the 460s. I could see it maybe getting towards 450s, 460s. I don't see too much there unless there's some news that I don't know. But IQ's not the worst to kind of keep watch. Has reversed from that 4 really significantly here. All right, let's take a look at the earnings stocks. J&J kind of sideways here. Not much going on. IBM not looking too bad. A recovery in here. Netflix after the bell. I talked about a potential move to 200 today. The stock was at around the 192 area. It's up there already to 197. I think it might get there to the 200. We'll see what happens today. Hey. Triple B. Why? Yeah, getting some lift there. Not a huge move, but a good 5% move. Trying to get back up there. It's not a bad one, making a little lift. Take a look at the hourly chart. Running into resistance right around here, the 1538s. Next level up from there is the 1550. ADN, got you. ADN, independent power play, right? And so this one did about an hour-long sideways move here, a couple hours long sideways. So that's a good look there when it starts holding that as support around the 283s. If you take a look here on the daily, you can see how you're holding that pullback. I want to make sure that it holds 283 today. So any pullback here, you can see how you cut down into the 283s plenty of times. I would want it to hold that on pullbacks around the 290s, 288s, get back through 3 today. That's going to give you a good look up that it wants to come back. If it doesn't close above into the 3 candle today, well, then you could cut down and all of a sudden you're back towards the 250s. All right, we got someone else taking a look at some cannabis stocks. IIPR that likes to loan to kind of dispensaries and provide them kind of properties to trade. This is one that I wanted to kind of get short on when it was up there towards the 300. That's why you see this line drawn. I created this all the way back and I updated this in 21. November is where I was looking at this one to get short, and man, that would have been a killer trade here, as that was when we got right to the highs there and came right back down. Now, of course, it's coming on back completely. It needs to get, I think, closer towards the 60s here, so I could see that recovery. Right now, it's still pointing to the downside. They do got a nice dividend. I agree with that. Healthcare, biotech's coming back today, so take a look at some of those names. APLS doesn't look too bad here. Had a nice push in the pre-market. Bunch of sideways action here. Let's take a look at the 15 minutes. You can see here it's trying to hold the pullbacks at 55, get back up there towards 58s. Not a bad one to keep on your radar. We'll see what happens there. Looking for some cheaper names. What has been moving? I see a push. All right, Veryu, come on. Let's go. Looking for that push up to 63s and a nice push out to 17. Can we get it here, guys? Let's see it. It's starting to move here. Going to go to the 1 so that you guys can see it as it happens. Let's see if Veryu can give me that lift we're looking for. All right, let's keep it going. Next tune up here. All right, what are you guys looking at there? Looks like we got about 9 minutes left. Keeping the tunes going and the vibes. Apple just filled their daily fair value gap that was talked about the other day. I'm wondering if it rejects there. Probably not, but interesting that it bounced there. Yeah, I agree. All right, let's see if we can get that lift here. Looking to see if the Veryu wants to run for us today. CNK probably, ooh, still pushing there. Not a bad move there. Cinemark today, baby. How's my cannabis plays? Got close to my entry here today. Just going to keep letting it work here. Tilray and MSOS. I need to hear mentions. Right now, I'm just holding on. See you later, Rich. It'll never be easy, guys. Can't be afraid. All right, let's keep it going here.
They finished it till the end. And there'll be times when you're walking and feeling all alone.
All right, we'll see what's going on out there. Can we get some moves on up?
In the place that you call home. So when you turn
We'll see, Lord. You know, we never know, but hey, just hovering around my buy-ins doesn't seem too bad for me. Could potentially have a good catalyst coming into play, but we need to hear specifically about the Cannabis Administration Opportunity Act.
All your hopes and dreams are just memories. And when your confidence fights with your insecurities, you'll be the one to break them and never let them take it.
There's a little lift. Can we get it here? Looking for it to start running for us here. Gonna make sure I have my half sell ready. If it does get a huge spike, want to be ready to get out on some of it and then let it run on the rest. SPY here coming on down from the highs here. The chop is starting to show up here. So just be careful out there, guys, as you're starting to see a little bit of chop action here. Tesla didn't even get into the green today. Not a good sign there. You and Roblox trying to get to a red to green trade. The only problem here is, you know, it's just there's not much on the daily chart to go off of. It's not really feeling bullish to me on the daily unless you're thinking that the lows are going to hold. If the lows are going to hold, can't blame you for that outlook. ARKK trying to hold and push back here. Let's take a look at some of these holdings here. What's doing well? Wouldn't you know it? Beam, guys. I've been talking about this one for like about 2 weeks now. And look at that move in about 2 weeks. 57% up. Also Fate on this one. I'd be looking for a nice little leg on back. And CRISPR. We'll see if this can continue to run. This is what's really been bringing Kathy back. It's not even the tech names in my eyes. It's been mainly these biotechs. DNA up also 6%. This one looks interesting. Keeps holding the chart. That's what's important there. NTLA, not a bad little recovery there. This one looks interesting. Look at the daily chart. Nice resistance above it. Gave a nice little fake out to the 60s. A pushback above the 65s could be interesting here. Let's see if that can get on through that level. All right, we got about 5 minutes left for the wrap up. Tesla, what, Mitch? It was up 15 minutes early on the CS upgrade. Noticed Chinese EVs were all in the red. Well, you know, Tesla is one that it'd be kind of hard to call towards the upside right here because the earnings are coming up. You just don't know what can happen from there. Lazy day. If I walk away neutral, I'll be happy. Yeah, sometimes it's better to just take the neutral. Lisa wants to take a look at Goldman Sachs. It's been so strong on the day. Look at that continued run. I talked about this yesterday, how this was holding the hourly pullback around the 299s. Talked about it, especially on at the close. We were looking for a move back above 300. What a nice little move up from there. Goldman Sachs right out the gates today, just pushing on up there, holding the VWAP bounce. So you did have an entry opportunity. You can see here, when you pushed on up there towards the 308s, you came back right to the VWAP. Low there was 305.54. VWAP at 306.16. So maybe risking about 50 cents on this name would have been able to keep you in that right off of the VWAP. And you got to break through the high of the day and a continuation, which is the important part. %, movement on Tesla is not really movement. I agree with that statement. Lucid trying to hold above. I've talked about this. 2026, so important. A close above, let's say 2050. You could start getting out of the bearish trend and holding up. But if it rejects 2026 again, guys, that's when I'm going to start. I'm going to start shorting there. Swing short. I'll start shorting, especially through the 1950s and then holding towards that as the resistance. But it's right here on a make it or break it moment. So I'm not going to short a stock here. I'm going to let it try to break out if it can. But if it just starts breaking down, that's where we got to be animate about trying to knock it down. Here's Veryu starting to get going here, guys. I've been waiting for this move for a while now. So let's see if we can get it in the next 3 minutes here. Really start breaking out in Veryu. Just been hanging out in this name. I know that we talked a lot about that. We'll see what happens here. All right, next tune on up here. Let's go. All right, how did the XOM trade work out there? It kind of washed out and it's coming back here. Doesn't look too bad here. Maybe to take another trade up on XOM. Nice 15-minute chart too. Actually like that look here. Willing to take a shot here on XOM also. Just got in there, guys, at 1836. 1836 here for an entry on XOM. Risk is going to be down here towards the low of 87.12. 87.12 on the risk, looking for a push back through 88. Needs to get all the way through that 88 for I'll take first profit through that breakout level. Let's see if we can get it here. This is one of my jams right here, living in a dream. Because guess what, guys? We're all living in this dream together of trying to push forward and get income for our families. So I wish you guys the best on your investment outlooks, on your trading, and what else you can get in this world. So many blessings on out there. Definitely wishing you guys the best. All right, looking for a cup and handle pattern on the 1 minute of Nvidia. I got you, Eddie. I'll take a look to see if that's what I see. Like always, patterns are about vision, right? And some people are going to see these really early. Some people aren't. Let me set a stop there for that XOM so I don't have to worry too much here. Kind of when I'm trying to cover stocks at the same time, make sure that I don't get caught. Sometimes we'll just put a stop below my risk spot. But that just keeps me to the point that I don't have to worry about if the stock just completely turns around. All right, so let's get out of that XOM. Let's go to Nvidia. Okay, let's go towards the 1. You said the 1. So this, it looks like a cup and handle, right? It looks like it, right? But this is really kind of more of a rounding bottom. Like you can try to make it the cup and handle, but it's kind of hard to, call this kind of like a bottom look here. Normally would have been following kind of more the half circle, right? Half circle back. It's not the worst pattern there to think that it's a cup and handle. Maybe if you go back a little bit here and you kind of include this action. Now look how this looks. So if we make this kind of a little bit bigger here, you can see there, that's kind of more of the cup. Then you're trying to get the handle now. I think the handle would have pulled back a little bit more to 165. So I don't know if I'm really seeing the cup and handle there. Can't blame you for trying to take that outlook. It does look bullish, though. That's not a bad thing there. Maybe the 15-minute here on the pullback there, you could see how it kind of cupped there. That looks a little bit better. 15-minute cup and handle from yesterday's price action. That I could see. Always, Raphael. I know it's not easy. I struggle with it also. There's a reason why you guys see me doing what I do. I covered the markets. I learned from the best. Like we have mentors that I consider mentors, Joel Conan, Dennis Dick. I look around from experts. I try to learn every single day on not only day trading, swing trading, investing, learning rotation, learning what works, what doesn't. It's always about building skills here. And I want you guys to continue moving forward. And if this show isn't doing that, please let me know, because that's the reason why we do what we do every day here at Benzinga. All right, it's 11:32 here. We already kind of missed a little entrance into there. of Benzinga Live. I'm getting out. I'm going to get going here, guys. XOM working well for me there. Well, I'll look for Veryu to continue going. There's the breakout that I was looking for on Veryu, getting that nice little lift there. I'll look for XOM to continue. Veryu getting that lift. I'm going to look to take some profits above the 17 there. Let's see if Veryu can really get going on the day. Smash the like if you guys enjoyed today's action. I tried to do my best here today. I did not have a bad day at all. Going to have a pretty decent day today. Let's take a look here. Little review here. Looks like I'm going to be down on my swing trades, green on all the other trades out there. So not a bad one. 3 for 3. Let's keep going. We'll see what's going on out there, and smash the like, guys. Actually, like more like 4 for 4, but hey, not going to go ahead and brag. Let's just wrap that up. I'll see you guys over on Benzinga Live with AB coming on up.